Uh, uh, uh. Hello, hello. How is everyone? How's everyone's what's day? Thursday going? You would think that I would remember what day it is every time, but I always forget. But how is everyone? Boyd, hello, hello. Space Root, hello. Palm, hello. Bunny, hello. How are you guys? How's your week going so far? Hopefully your week has been pretty good. My week has been pretty good. Nothing major happened, you know, the usual. But yeah, I figured we should do a just chatting since I haven't done that in a while. When was the last one that's the actual just chatting? I feel like it was a couple months ago. If we don't count the, you know, impromptu one that I did. Like what, 3 weeks ago? Something like that. So I'm like, yeah, we should probably do one. It's been a while. Gives me a chance to just yap away about random things. Oh, good morning. Good morning to you. Oh, I'm good because I got... Oh, paycheck. That's the best part. Not gonna lie. Every Friday, every what? 2 weeks or so, I look forward to my Fridays because then I can just look into my bank account and be like, yes, I got paid. And then it's just like, okay, I feel good. Am I gonna use it for anything? Like, you know, treat myself? No. Not really. But yeah. It's always nice to get a paycheck. You know? The possibilities it opens up to. I miss the yap. I know. I've been I think it's also because I want to finish the games that I've been trying to finish. That there's no way for me to actually put in a just chatting stream. Or because if we do, we're never gonna finish any games. But hopefully next month we'll be able to do more just chatting and stuff. Because I'm gonna try to do 3 streams a week. I don't know how long or how committed I'm gonna be with that schedule, but that's the plan. It depends on how tired I am on Tuesday, because I'm planning to do a Tuesday stream. Depends on how tired I am from work. So that is a plan, hopefully. It's understandable. Me too. I have 6 games right now. Yeah, and the worst part is a lot of the games that I've been playing on stream are very story based. So it's you know, I can't really do much of it off stream. So it's so I have to make sure I actually play it on stream. And then I don't have time off stream to be able to play other games, sadly. Because all the games I want to play are all story-based games. So it's just hopefully I'll figure something out and we can play more of them on stream. Because I do want to play Dragon Quest 11. Yeah. I heard it's a really fun game. The story's really good, but it's a really long game, so I don't know if we'll ever get to that. Because I still have a backlog of Xenoblade to get through. And with the new one coming out next year, that's... We'll never finish it. That's the issue. It'll make me play another game. I know, I'm sorry, but it's just... There's so many. I wish I had more time. In all honesty. Okay, it's not that I wish I had more time. I wish I had more energy, I think. To be able to sit down and actually play a game. Because when I do have time, I'm just too tired. To sit down and actually try to focus on a story heavy game. But yeah. Oh, I'm stopping myself from buying Xenoblade because I want to finish All the current ones. I know it's hard though. The issue is that I tend to just I buy the games that I'm interested in, and then I just kind of like gaslight myself to be like, yeah, I'll have time to play this. And it's like sometimes I have like a fear. No, is it a fear? A worry that like if I don't buy the game now, I can't get a physical copy of the game later on, depending on what the game is. Like if it's not like a first party Nintendo game, then I'm like worried that I can't get a physical later on. So that I'm like, well, might as well buy it now because I know I'm gonna sooner or later get it. And then that's why I have such a big backlog of games. Half of them I have not played, sadly. Yeah, and then I get like gifted games from my siblings sometimes. Well, it's mainly my brother. My brother's usually the one that gifts me games for like my birthday. I haven't played any of them. So it's like he always asks me, it's like, you know the game I bought you last year? Have you even opened it? Like played it? I'm like, no. I've not even touched it. So yeah. It sucks. Yeah, and then there's like a lot of like farming games that I want to play, but I also have no time to play those either. Sadly. Oh, but yeah. Well, I'll figure it out. I say this every time. I'll figure it out. If not, you know, I'll play it when I'm like, I don't know, 60. It's fine. I'll probably have more time when I'm 60, hopefully. But then when you think about it, it's like, what would gaming be in like, I don't know, 30 years from now? You know? Like, would it even... I feel like it'll all be like virtual stuff by then. And then it's like, I don't even know if my like... If I'm like super old, if that I'm gonna be able to even play any of them. But yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I don't have any plans. Usually I never have plans when we do a just chatting. Just kind of like go with the flow. Everyone's still... I know, right? Sucks. Anything interesting at work happened this week? Ooh, on Tuesday, when I went into work, my manager asked me if I wanted to take like a 2-week business trip to like one of our smaller locations in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's basically a really small town that we have a lab in. And the reason why he asked, it's because the only person... Because I think that lab only has like a handful of people. I want to say probably less than 10 people working at that lab. All expense... Yeah, it is all expense paid. So basically, the person... One of the people, they're going on like a 2-week vacation. So they need someone to kind of like cover them for 2 weeks. So he asked me if I wanted to go, and I'm like, no. Because it's like 2 weeks in like a really small town where there's really not much you can do. You kind of go to work and then go back to the hotel. I'm like, that's gonna be so uncomfortable. I'll rather be at home. You know? And I'm just like, yeah, no, it's okay. You can ask someone else. Like they don't start until I think next week. But yeah. I'm like, yeah, no. Not a me thing. Lucky. What do you mean why? It's a... Okay, you don't understand how small this town is. Like, it's a really small town. And it's like... I already don't really like driving in my city. You're asking me to drive in a place that I don't know like the roads. It's a little stressful in that sense. And also, I don't know, being like working like working somewhere else that you're not like used to. I'm very it's uncomfortable for me. I can't get like comfortable and it's 2 weeks of it. Imagine unlocking a new but there's really nothing. There's nothing in that town. Like literally the town is like a very small town. That's like and it's very much a rural area, I want to say. So most likely everybody there won't be a lot of people of color and it'll be really awkward for me. I feel like yeah, I think that's like another reason. I feel like if I was a dude, it'll be a different story, then I'll be more open to it. But also me being like, female and being in a small town, not knowing anyone or like where everything is like, I don't know if I want to chance it. Reasonable. Yeah, I feel like if it was a bigger town, like if it was like a bigger city, I wouldn't be as uncomfortable with it. But if it's like a small town, I'm like, yeah, no. No, thank you. It's fine. And it's like, you don't get paid anything more. I still get paid the same, like, great pay. It's just that they pay for my plane ticket and like my hotel and like, renting the car. I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. And it's more stressful because then it's like, you're gonna be the only person doing a lot of work. I'm like, yeah, nope, not me. It's okay. Yeah, imagine Xenoblade as a virtual. It would be, but also I feel like my motion sickness is gonna make it suck for myself. Gotta fix that somehow. How do I fix it? Who knows? This may take a lot of what is it? The Gravol. Like the motion sickness pills. Just eat a whole bunch of them before playing the game. That sounds tiring. I feel like maybe it's also because I'm very much an introverted person. I know I'm not gonna like be very adventurous, especially if it's by myself. If I'm with someone else, then it's a little bit different. But since I'm such an introvert, most likely I'm gonna go to work and then go back to the hotel, and then that's basically it. I probably won't even go out as often. I'll probably maybe go and get like food, but then that's about it. Sounds like a road trip. Yeah, well, I get to fly in though. They fly you in and they fly you out. It's just that when you're there, you have to drive. I don't know how far. I'm assuming that if you do accept it, they'll probably get a hotel close enough to like the lab, so you're not too far away, but still. No team? Well, no, it's like a really small team. Like each person has like one job. That's why when someone goes on vacation, it's harder for people who are there to like kind of cover, because then they already have whatever they're doing that they have to cover. So they usually kind of like open the door to whoever's interested to go for 2 weeks. Yeah. We go on a rural area. Access suspicious. I know, right? They would know that. See, especially with like smaller towns, they would know who's there and who's like, a tourist, quote unquote. And just like, I see. Why are you here? I haven't seen your face before. And it's just like, Don't worry about it. I'll be gone in 2 weeks. You don't need to know my name. But yeah. So that was it. That was a conversation I had with him. And then I'm just like, yeah, no, it's okay. And he's okay. If you change your mind, let me know by the end of the week. And it's already the end of the week, so... they probably got someone else. But yeah. So that was an interesting thing at work this week. I can safely say that we don't have any mice issues anymore. I haven't seen any mice or heard anything about it, so I'm assuming it was only the singular mouse. Who knows when, like, winter gets a little bit closer, maybe they're all just, like, you know, taking, like, a down low. Like, you know, they're being very, like, quiet at the moment, and then when winter hits, they're all gonna scurry out of wherever they came from. But at the moment, there are no mice, which is good. What else? Anything else interesting happened? No, not really. I think that's the most interesting thing that happened to me at work. Did I go on a rabbit hole of any sort this week? I think it's a pretty tame week. In all honesty, there hasn't been any like interesting rabbit holes that I went down. I did like go down like a Reddit rabbit hole, but then they were all like kind of like normal ones. Is it really normal? It was just kind of me reading people asking like for opinions on things, and then some of them were really whack. But then I guess it's Reddit, so you don't know if it's like real or not, or if they're just like, you know, trolling. But yeah, some of them were like, that's concerning what some people were typing out. But it was an interesting thing to read through, like, you know, people's opinion on it. I won't ever write down my opinion in Reddit, but I like reading other people's opinions. It's like you live like through them without actually experiencing it. Which I don't know if I want to experience any of that. Because there's this one that I was reading through. Apparently, this one, I'm assuming it's a dude. He was trying to get like relationship advice from Reddit. Because apparently, this is really whack. When I was reading it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know if you should stay with your wife if they are that crazy. But apparently his wife got sued, and now she lost the lawsuit, so they had to pay out like I don't know how much amount. But the reason why she got sued, Kizaru, hello, welcome, how are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday so far. But yeah, apparently his wife got sued because she basically went on like a full-on harassment campaign, I guess you would call it. So basically she started off making like a LinkedIn account, like a fake recruitment account to try to get information about like one of her ex like best friends. So then she ends up getting like, you know, saying that, oh yeah, like I'm like a recruitment for like, you know, whatever business she does. And then she ends up getting more information about her. And then she starts basically messaging her ex-best friend's like work and being like, oh yeah, so-and-so is like a drug addict and like, you know, she's doing all these crazy things like to this ex-best friend's like business, like not her business, but her like employment area. And it got so crazy that she even like stalked her like her baby shower, because apparently this ex-best friend was, you know, pregnant and she was gonna have a baby shower. She was stalking her, and she also sent like a fake like text messages to her, to the husband of the ex-best friend, saying that, oh, the baby isn't his. It was a really bad thing. Apparently she did all of these things um to this girl, and it ends up like, you know, she got caught. And yeah, basically they went to court about it, and the 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 guy on Reddit was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to, like, do I need to go to therapy with her situation? And like, you know, she doesn't feel any remorse for what she did and all that crazy stuff. I'm looking for a while, sorry, I'm still following something. No, don't worry about it. Lurk away, lurk away. I'm just yapping about random things. I might have heard about this one. Yeah, and apparently the reason why she did this like harassment campaign to her ex-best friend is because when they were in high school, they both like kind of dated the same person at one point. Okay, not really. So it's basically the wife dated this person first, and then they broke up. And the person that they broke up with was gonna go for like the best friend, and the best friend's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna date him because, you know, you dated him, and that's not what friends do. And then the wife, you know, had trust issues or whatever. And she's like, well, I'm gonna test you. And she's like, well, it's okay. I like, you know, we're not dating anymore. We broke up. So if you really want to date him, you can go for it. And like, why play these mental games when you literally don't want your friend to date them, but you know, do these like mental gymnastics and be like, yeah, no, it's fine. So then it ends up like the best friend kind of dates the dude for like a little bit, and they break up, and then yeah, it just festered in the wife. And I was like, I want to say, I think the Reddit dude said it was like 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. So she had this like vendetta for like forever. And all of a sudden she just decided to, um, you know, exact like the revenge all of a sudden. Crazy people out there. Crow, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? But yeah, so that was one of the crazy ones I read about. Infidel, oh my god, I can't speak. What? No, it's not even that. So basically, this was like, it wasn't even, yeah. It was basically, the wife had like a grudge with an ex-best friend. Or, you know, for basically dating a boyfriend of hers from high school. You know, for like a couple months. And then, you know, 30 years later, she decided to harass her and try to like ruin her life by, you know, calling all of her like her company, saying that she's whack. She's crazy. Yeah, it's like when I think about that and I put myself in the guy's shoes, I feel like I don't know if I want to be with this person anymore. I feel like divorce is something that you should consider. Because if she's willing to do that to like an ex-best friend that she hasn't talked to in like 30 years just for something so petty, it's like, what if you like, what if actually, like, what if you break up and like, you know, divorce her? I feel like you're dead. I feel like you're gone. You're gonna disappear. So yeah, maybe have a backup plan for when you kind of throw the divorce papers down. But what would I know? I'm not married. Can't say anything about it. What are you reading? It's like Reddit threads. You know, people who ask for like relationship um advice on Reddit, and some of them are whack. Or like other ones where it's just like what, like they need advice on like, you know, something that's happening in their lives. I went down a rabbit hole of that, just reading random things. Living like, what is it, vicarious through people and be like, oh, thank God I'm not in that situation. I'm like I'm listening on a real brutal. You know what? I feel like if I ever did an individual podcast, it would be very scattered. Like one day I would be talking about like a crime situation. The next I will be like talking about like a cult. Who knows? Each episode would be something out of a random topic I felt like talking about that day. I think I prefer true crime. Why? Don't you think these are interesting things? Like thinking about like if you were in their shoes, what would you do? Situations. Like the exact song would be "Somebody's Watching Me." The guy needs to escape. Needs an escape plan if he's divorced. Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking that too, because it's like he's already paying for like the lawsuit that his wife lost. So they're basically, they don't have any savings left because apparently it was a really big lawsuit. So yeah, it's like, do you really want to stay with her? Because I think he also said that she has to do community service. Like they were able to talk the courts out of putting her in jail. So she has to do community service for who knows how long. I feel like while she's doing that, I think he needs to have a escape plan planned for when he throws down the divorce papers. Because, you know, if she's willing to do that to someone, you're pretty close to her, you're probably, yeah, GG, you're gone. But yeah, that was a crazy one. What was another crazy one I read? Oh, this other one I read about was this girl asking for advice about, what was it? The community service is just her doing surveillance. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, the other one I was reading about is basically this girl's like, yeah, so I've been dating this guy for, I think she said less than a year. I think it was probably like 6 to 8 months. I think that's what she said. It was more than like, you know, a couple of months. But she's like, yeah, I've been dating this guy for like so long. And we moved in together. And one day I needed to print something. And, you know, my computer was dead. So I decided to borrow like my boyfriend's computer. And he has multiple computers. So, I decided to use the one that he usually never uses. And she basically opens it. And like, apparently he didn't shut it off all the way. So it went right into like the photo, like the photo gallery, or like, you know, the saved images. And then basically all the images that were there was of like her brother. Like all of her brother's like Instagram pictures and like, you know, Facebook pictures were there. And she's just like, what the hell is going on? And then like she gives out like background information about like, you know, her brother doesn't know her boyfriend. They only got close after she started dating him. And you know, they're both into like bodybuilding and all that stuff. So they do hang out by themselves together sometimes. So then she's just like, yeah, like he just has all of these like pictures of my brother, like of his Instagram pictures. It's not even like pictures that like they took together. It's just like pictures that her brother posts on like, you know, on like social media. And he has all of these pictures randomly in this one laptop that he never uses, apparently, is what she says. Yeah, and then she's just like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is weird. And then like and then she's like going through all of them and she's like, oh, like, okay, maybe it's like a physique thing, you know, he's just admiring my brother's like, I don't know, muscle mass or whatever. But then it started getting weird because she was going through all of the pictures and then like she finds out that some of these pictures were saved like even before they were dating. Like they were like from like some of them were saved like a year before they were dating. So she's like, what the frick? This is weird. And then so she's asking about like, yo, like, what do I do? Like, do I confront him? Or do I like, what do I do? Do I save these images and talk to my brother about it? Because it's like a multi-post thing. So that's like her first post, right? Lady, where are you reading those? It's on Reddit. Just random Reddit, like, you know, questions where people ask questions about stuff. So yeah, so that's her first one. And then, you know, I was reading through like the comments because I think this was a really old one. I think she posted, I think it was like a really old time. I don't remember the year, but I think it was probably in like 20 something, 2012, something like that, in that time frame. Crazy stalker, yeah. So basically she said that and then everyone's like, no, you should get proof of it and maybe talk to your brother. Like, don't confront him because, you know, what if like you confront him and you do live with him and next thing you know, your boyfriend's backed in a corner and GG, you're gone. You just randomly disappear one day, you know? 2012, okay, it's a little more believable. Yeah, it was like not recent. So it was a pretty old post, but it was interesting reading through it. So yeah, so a lot of people were like, oh yeah, get evidence of it, maybe talk to your brother. And then like, you know, don't confront him because what if he's like a crazy person? Zula, hello, how are you? So yeah, apparently that's what she does, and then she updates it, and then she does an update, and the update was basically saying that it's like, oh yeah, she got proof of it, and she was talking to her brother, and her brother's like, oh yeah, that's really weird, but you know, he like so and so, the boyfriend doesn't seem like he's like, you know, into dudes. So maybe it is just like a physique thing. Like, you know, maybe you're thinking too much into it. And then like she was writing, it's like, well, I'm really concerned because, you know, some of these pictures are before we even started dating. So I'm like, what if he's like trying to go through me to somehow get connected to you situation. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, I told my brother wasn't really concerned about it, but he did want to confront the boyfriend. So they basically I think they went to like a public place, not really like a super public place, like a park, you know, there's no like spectators, but they all went to the park, and then she confronts the boyfriend, and apparently the boyfriend got very like confrontational about like, oh, I can't believe you snooped through my phone, like how can you not believe me, like what is wrong with you, like, you know, what about like my personal space. You can file a police report on it. I don't know if you can though, because it's like they're all like public pictures that he had, you know, Instagram pictures and stuff, so it's like not anything like sneaky apparently at that point that she knows of. But yeah, so like she confronts him and he goes all like, you know, defensive and whatever. Um, and then how did it even go? Oh yeah, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, like, it's really weird and like, if you don't tell me the truth, like I'm gonna bring this to the police." And then the boyfriend actually starts to break and it's like, "Yeah, actually, it's not anything like it's not anything bad." I think that the way she wrote it was basically he was trying to like justify it. And it's just like, you know what? Like, I may have been wrong of me to save these pictures of your brother, but I didn't do anything wrong. And like, how about we just break up and like, we'll go our separate ways and, never talk about it again. And she's like, what the frick? What do you mean break up? Like, this is like, you didn't explain why you have these. And what do you mean, like, not talk about it afterwards? Like, he was trying to, like, sweep it under the rug, apparently. And it's just like, ooh. I mean, see, you weren't the one he wanted, girl. Um, I'm just always skeptical of any Reddit posts, especially those made recent. Yeah, well, in general, I feel like anything on Reddit, there's like a bigger chance of it just being like, trolling. But it's always interesting to read through it because, living like through them. But yeah, definitely the newer ones, it's very much people are trying to get like attention online. I didn't know Reddit had that side, yeah, where people just ask for advice, or even the people who are like, oh, am I the a-hole situation, where they just, post like their situation and they ask like everyone, it's like, do you think I'm in the wrong, or am I okay? Those are interesting to read sometime too. But yeah, so apparently that was the thing, and then like, they I think they had an argument from what I remember from the post. I wish I saved it so I can actually read it to you guys. But it was very much uh like 11, 12 o'clock night read. But next time I will save it. I save the ones so then I can actually recall it better than I'm doing right now. I'm like horrible at recalling it right now. Reddit advice is the best to read. It's hardly good, but it's fun to— yeah! Some of them are really crazy though, especially this one that I'm trying to explain, but I'm like having difficulty explaining it because my brain is like memory of a goldfish. So yeah, apparently, yeah, they had an argument and afterwards they kind of like, broke it off. But then like the boyfriend kept on like harassing her about like, oh yeah, you're not gonna tell anyone, right? It's like you're gonna, delete the evidence that you have, right? And she's just like, what the hell? Like, why are you so concerned about this? What else are you hiding? So then she basically, she packs up all her things. Like she brings her brother with her to the apartment that she shares with her boyfriend to pack up all her things to leave, and her boyfriend's there and he's basically still like hounding her about like, yeah, like, you're not gonna tell the police or anything. And she's just like, what? Like, why are you like this? Obviously you're trying to hide something. And then basically he just broke it. It's like, yeah, no, you know what, you're right. It's like, I didn't even want to date you. It's like, and he went down this whole like blame, like, thing where it's like, you're not even you're not even that good, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, he just basically cussed her out. And yeah, and she's just like, yeah, it was crazy. At the end of the day, apparently he did not want her, and maybe potentially wanted to get to her brother. And then that's like the creepiest part too, because it's like, what the frick? So you were stalking my brother this whole time and then you just try to get to him through me? Dang. And I'm just like, ooh. Good thing I don't have to worry about that. I asked Reddit where can I find a good fishing spot near me. Sadly, there's no good fishing spots uh on them. See, sometimes I also wonder where people ask for those things. It's like, what if like they like point you in a very sketchy location where, you know, the potential of you getting like kidnapped is high. Like, I would take any advice from Reddit with a grain of salt, you know? Like, none of these people are professionals at that rate. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, brother, yeah. That one was a really good read because I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, it could have potentially gone way worse. You know? Because it's like, if she actually confronted him right when she found, like, the pictures, she might not be here anymore, you know? She might be, you know, a missing person. But yeah, that was a crazy one. Yeah, and I don't remember the other ones because they weren't as like crazy as the two that I read. But yeah, every time I go down these Reddit like rabbit holes, it's always like, ooh, good thing it's not me. Good thing I'm not sociable enough to be placed in these situations. Oh, I also do Google Earth for verification. Ah, that's good. That's good to know. Cause it's like usually sometimes I don't even trust like acquaintances when they tell me it's like, oh yeah, this place is a really good place to eat, like restaurants. Cause sometimes these people are liars. You go there, try the food, and it's just sadness. But yeah. Crazy things on Reddit. But yeah, so that's what I do sometimes. Around like, you know, midnight. Just read a whole bunch of random Reddit posts. And you know, go down the Reddit thread of like, am I the a-hole? Most of the time, the ones that are in that thread, they're very much of like, yes, you are. I feel like a lot of the ones I read are like guys who don't understand like social cues. Some of them are very much of like, no, yeah, no, you are the a-hole. Like there was one I read where this was a long time ago and it still sticks with me, which is, you know how bad it is when like, you know, they post it and I still remember it to this day. Now I'm kind of curious on this side of Reddit. Yeah, they're interesting reads, to be honest. But yeah, this one is about this guy complaining about, it's like, oh yeah, I went to a bar and it wasn't even a bar. It was kind of like it wasn't like a bar where it's like just drinking. There's like actually like, you know, tables where like people have like dinners and stuff at, you know, like it wasn't fully a restaurant, but it wasn't like fully a bar. I don't know what they're called, like a lounge or whatever it is. So he's like, yeah, I went to this place with like a buddy of mine, and like we see like a whole bunch of, you know, a whole bunch of girls who are like celebrating someone's birthday, and you know they're having a good time, and I decide that I wanted to go and try to like pick up one of these girls, you know. So I go over there and try to like chat with them. And then, you know, the girls are, you know, they're polite. But they're like, oh yeah, no, we're like celebrating like a friend's birthday. Like we're not interested. Like you don't have to buy us a drink. We just want to, you know, chill over here and, you know, do our thing. Don't mind us. And this guy is just like, oh, and then the guy's like, oh, he kept on like pestering them from what I remember. Yeah, he kept on trying to like, you know, get one of the girl's numbers, and the girl was very polite most of the time, just telling him like, no, like, you know, I'm not interested. I'm, you know, chilling with my friends right now. And then yeah, so basically he goes off on like he goes off on a very much of a misogynistic like rant from what I remember, because he's like, oh yeah, like why would you go to a like a bar or whatever if you're not like, if you don't want to get like, you know, picked up on, like, you know, and all these things, and like, you know, just being very much of like a dude being who can't take no for an answer. And I was just like, reading that, it's just like, see, this is why. Like, just because you go to like a bar and you see a whole bunch of girls chilling doesn't mean, you know, they're interested in you at all. Especially when you're like that, like, pushy. It's like, yeah, no. But yeah, that one stuck with me. Because I'm just like, this is why you don't have anybody. But yeah. Raccoon, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Guys who don't understand social cues isn't that most Redditors? Maybe. But then that one really like, kind of like, I wouldn't say like irked me, but kind of gave me like the perspective of like what like females have to deal with. And what like, you know, well, we're always kind of like trying to be polite, because I find myself doing that too. Even when it's like in a situation where like the person is totally in the wrong, I'm still trying to be very polite about like, you know, telling them like, no. You know? I'm just like, maybe I should just be like, you know, a total biatch. But at the same time, it's like that I feel bad for being like that too. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm doing good. I heard misogyny down. I'm sorry. It's just that one post is stuck with me for like many years after reading it that one time. Brutal. You had worse? Not. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I did have worse. But you know, it's just situations where I'm just like, I feel how, you know, how females have to go through that. And I think it's just kind of what, I think it's also because we don't want confrontation too, you know? Because I feel like if we're like more polite about it, there's less of a chance of someone just full out like, you know, yelling. But who knows? I don't think it actually works out that way. It's tough because you don't know how the person is going. Yeah, I think that's the worst part too. Because it's like, you clearly are uncomfortable, but you also don't want to straight out like call them out on it because you don't know how like explosive they are and how mentally stable they are. I guess that's the word, that's a good word for it. Because some people, let's be honest, they are not stable at all. They are very much of like a, you know, a ticking time bomb. Like, you just say one thing that's maybe a little bit like offensive to them and they full on like, you know, go off the deep end. And she's like, ooh, okay, that's not what I meant, but all right, you do you. But yeah. So there's that one, and then there's just like other little ones. But I also feel like a lot of the time, the people who are asking about like, am I the a-hole and stuff, they're very much people who are like, I don't know, yeah, they just don't have like good social like interactions, or maybe they just don't understand social cues, because some of them are very much clearly you are in the wrong. I don't know why you are like putting this out there for everybody to like critique you. Very much like Karen situations. And it's just like, yeah, that's a you thing. Some of you have to ask you. Yeah, like I guess some of the time, I guess it makes sense. Because some of them are very much of like, oh, no, you're okay. It's the other person who was like, you know, being, you know, a little bit too much. But most of the time it's very much of like, no, you are the one. But they're interesting reads though. It also makes you think. It makes me think. I always put myself in that situation and be like, what would I do in that situation? And then I'm very much of like, yeah, no. There's actually a lot of the ones where they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm in this situation with like a significant other and they're being like, you know, very much like a red flag. And I'm just like, me not being in a relationship with anyone, I would be like, yo, you just drop them. But hindsight, I understand that if you're in that situation, it might be harder to like, you know, just like break it off with someone. But me sitting, laying in my bed reading these things, I'm just like, no, you just gotta drop this person. They're a red flag. You're gonna end up like dead if you don't. Every time I think about it, I'm always like, yeah, nope, nope, nope. You're gonna end up gone. My my criminal, like my true crime brain is just every time it always ends up in situation where one of you guys ain't coming out alive. Which is not healthy either. But it's just it keeps me from like, you know, it keeps me from being in a situation like that. That makes me sleep at night. It's easy when you don't have to feel any yeah, I think that's the thing too. Like, I'm not in the situation where it's like, you know, I have to make those choices. So, maybe I can say what I want to say. But still. Some of the ones is just like, yeah, like I can't believe you can't see these red flags. It's like, you gotta leave. But, yeah. It's because I'm not in that situation. Oh, I can like, you know, talk big about it. But yeah. Those are the Reddit things I've been reading through. Yeah. There's nothing much. I have been listening to a lot of like, you know, podcasts about cults and stuff, but none of them are like very much that interesting. Or interesting enough to be talking about it, because a lot of them are like kind of the same, give or take. Or like, you know, situation based ones that are like, you know, they didn't end up, you know, offing themselves. Those types of cults. So yeah. No red flag stands a chance against Hono's powerful gaslighting. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Reddit definitely has quite the story. Yeah. Another really good one is like there's like a paranormal one where people like talk about like paranormal situations that they've been in. I'm just like, dang. I definitely don't read those ones before I go to sleep though. But sometimes I go down that rabbit hole of reading people's like paranormal occurrences or like situations, and I'm like, ooh, good thing that's not me. Knock on wood. I don't want any of that. But you know, given that most of them are probably like fake, but some of them sound very like plausible, you know? Sheriff Pumpkin, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, thank cults. Hono cults on me. No, don't worry. I will never have a cult. In all honesty, I like thought about this. I don't think I'm like, I don't have that vibe to be a cult leader. You have to have that charisma to be a cult leader, to like, you know, brainwash like, you know, a handful of people. I don't think I have that power in me. Let's be honest. I'm like the most indecisive individual. So even if I do make a cult, it won't last. You know? But yeah, like I don't think I have that like personality to be able to make a successful cult. I guess that's a good word for it. Um some red flags look green until you get to that is true too. Or like you're too wrapped up in like the ideas and stuff, or like the facade or the whatever it's called, that you don't see the red flags. You know, you just think of it as like, oh my god, they're being so like, you know, nice about it, or like, oh yeah, they're so caring, and then it ends up being, yeah, they're caring for now until like they become very much possessive, and you're just like, ooh, you're too far in, you can't dig yourself out situation. um are we a cult? we show up to, we show up to listen to you many times a week. That is true, but no, we don't have. It's wait, what is the definition of a cult? I don't. I feel like there's a certain definition for it. A group of group or motive led by a charismatic, authoritative leader. I don't think that those are two words that do not, you know, associate with me. That uses manipulation and coercion tactics to demand absolute loyalty and control over the members. do do I use coercive like tactics? No, I just yap away. I think my brainwashing is just me yapping away, and then slowly like deteriorates your like willpower to resist. Funny, thank you for being a member for 27 months. Thank you, thank you. Wait, my months did it? I don't know. YouTube's been kind of weird, in all honesty. It's been like, it's been doing its things. Gotta work on it. I know I have to like, what is it? Read those like self-help books to be like how to be more charismatic and like manipulative. That's like the worst. If someone drops in right now to the stream without knowing like what we're talking about, they'll be like, ooh, this girl, she wants to be manipulative, don't want to be near her, and then just like leave. Quick, surrender all of your mortal possessions to Ash. Basically, to get enlightenment, you have to, you know, disregard all of your mortals possessions and desires and give it to the all-powerful leader. See, that's at that point it's just like, yeah, no, you gotta leave, you gotta get out of here. YouTube is taking our months. I have no, yeah, YouTube's been really weird, in all honesty, in general. So it's just like YouTube has to fix itself. I feel like it's with like every, what is it, every streaming service, every like, yeah, whatever, they all have been kind of weird lately. But yeah, but at the same time, now that I think about it, even if I have like a cult, I don't even know what would we even believe in. I feel like a lot of them are like very much religious or like spiritual things. I am not a religious or spiritual person. Oh, we can be like those cults that believe that the that the world is run by aliens. There was that one cult who believed that God wasn't actually like, you know, a human, like a human individual entity. they were actually like a alien. So that was an interesting cult thing to read about. But yeah, we can be like that instead of like believing in like a religious individual. We can believe in aliens, you know, a like extraterrestrial like being who is like controlling all of us through space. And you know, I am the how do they say it? It's like I'm actually a descendant of this alien like overlord. Nah. See, how do people like how do people wrap that up into like a nice package as the cult leader and like, you know, be very serious about like, yes, this is reality. It's like if someone told me that, I would be like laughing really hard. I'm like, yeah, yeah, aliens. Isn't that Scientology? I think so. I think Scientology is based off of like, yeah, um something about that. Like there's a higher being that isn't God, and they may or may not be like an alien life form. It's actually pretty crazy when you like read about like Scientology and like how like the belief system is. It's complex and I don't understand it, but apparently, you know, it's working because all the doctors and engineers and whatnots are all apparently Scientologist individuals, which is also very concerning because it's like with all that knowledge, I, how, why? Oh, you're gonna have to come up with a unique name for your religion. Zoroastrian. It's a bit too close to your name. But maybe that's how you do it though. Because if you make it associated with your name, then you are basically the leader, you know? That's how you get them. You basically insert yourself into everything. And you make a new historical event. Um but yeah. Some of the cults are like crazy though. Like I don't understand how like how they're able to wrap it up to make it believable. Cause like some of them, what was one of them? Oh, there was one where like the leader basically says that all of like your kind of like pain and suffering and like, you know, any diseases that you get is because of what you're eating. Which like I understand to some point, you know, some of the stuff, especially some of the things that we eat nowadays, it's like, you know, a lot of like processed stuff or whatever. But this one cult, they basically the teachings is that if you don't eat, like your body doesn't need food. And it's because you're eating all of these things that you're developing all of these like, you know, issues with your body, with like, you know, mental issues and like depression and, you know, any aches and pains is because you're consuming foods that are causing that. And a way to like get rid of it and be able to like overcome this is apparently go on like a what is it? It was like a 4-month fast where like all you're eating is maybe like a cup of water every day or something. It was crazy. Apparently a lot of people obviously tried it and like did not survive. And yeah, the cult leader was never really charged for it because, you know, they couldn't really prove that she's the one who like forced them to do that. It was kind of like, yeah, these people chose to, you know, take these extreme actions and ended up, you know, passing away, which was like crazy. Yeah, and then apparently she was like, you know, she was, you know, giving courses about it. Like you have to pay her like I think it was a couple $1,000s an hour for like a consultation about like how you can like fast and, you know, rid yourself of all these bad things by, you know, paying her a couple $1,000s for her to just tell you not to eat, which is crazy. That's crazy. Apparently you can die from eating food after being starved for... Yeah! Because your body doesn't like understand. I guess it's like your body's so used to like it hasn't had food for so long, and all of a sudden you eat something, your body like just like shuts down. It's crazy. An hour? Yeah, it was like these crazy courses where like, you know, she talks to you on the phone and she's like, yeah, for an hour, and you have to pay her like who knows how many, like how much. I remember it was more than like a couple hundred. It was in like the 1,000 range, which is like crazy for like, you know, the things. But yeah, there was that one. And then there was that one cult where it was like about like poisonous snakes. I think that was one where this one guy believed that, you know, oh no, this one guy, he basically got bit by a very poisonous snake, and he just, you know, prayed to God and like whatever, and apparently he didn't die. So then he got this delusion that he's like the chosen one from God. And if you believe in God enough, even if you're bitten by a snake, you know, God has protected you, so you won't die. So then he became like the you know, the what is it called? The person that God talks to through you to like convey their messages. I'm not a religious person, so I don't know the words. But yeah, apparently he started like a whole thing where he's like, yeah, you just have to stick your hand in this barrel of like poisonous snakes, and if you don't get bit by any of them, that means God has protected you. And you know, you are one of the protected few. And then if you get bit by the snake, you know, he just basically says, yeah, you have sinned and God has forsaken you and whatnots. That one was also really crazy. Because what happened in the end? Oh, he tried to kill his partner because his partner wanted to leave and he didn't want her to. So he basically threw her into like the shed where he kept all the poisonous snakes and forced her to like stick her hand in the barrel of snakes, and she got bit like a couple of times, and you know, she almost died. She survived. Crazy things like that. Thing is like the fox in Dune. Is it? I haven't watched Dune. I don't know the reference, but yeah, that was a really crazy one. Yeah, because they were also, I think they were also based in Texas. It was somewhere in the desert that he had his like quote unquote like compound, and it's just like, ooh. Yeah. See, I don't know. See, I don't understand how people like believe these things. It's like, I also understand that they were probably in like their lowest like moments, very like vulnerable, so they, you know, are easier to manipulate. But still, you're telling me to put my hand in this barrel of like, you know, poisonous snake? You're crazy. I'm leaving. Goodbye. They're playing too much Cult of the Lambs. Who knows, maybe. But I feel like all cults are like pretty like intense, especially when it's like, yeah, no, cults in general are intense because they're all controlled by one like crazy individual who decides that, you know, they are the saviors and whatnots. They're here to save you, but you have to give them everything of yours. Yeah. The crazy ones, the sad ones are always the ones where like, you know, they take in followers, and then the followers have like kids, and then the poor kids are stuck in like these like situations, and then most of the time like the stupid leader is like a freak and does things. I'm just like, ooh, gross. But yeah, sadness. See, this is like sometimes when I listen to all of these like podcasts about like cults and like crime things, I'm just like, dang, the world sucks. It makes me like really question humanity. But it's just like, but now I know more about the world. I don't know when I would ever use this knowledge, but it's there in my brain. Um, but yeah. No, I lied. I did learn something though. One thing I learned from listening to crime documentaries is that whenever someone tries to take you to a secondary location, don't follow them. No matter what, if they have like a gun pointed at you and they're like, get in the car, we're leaving somewhere, don't get in the car. Because most likely, like 90% of the time, you ain't coming out alive. So you best take your chance about running at that one point. That is what I learned. Yeah, but they take you to a new location, you aren't getting found. Yeah. So that's what I learned. This is what... And then I always tell my siblings this, because we're always just like, I always go to my parents' house to have like dinner sometimes, and I'm always with my siblings. And then we just talk about random things. I'm just like, yeah, no, don't follow them. Don't do that, or else GG, you're gone. Never go to a second location. Yeah. That's one thing that I have learned from listening to all of these podcasts. Is that, your situation might be bad right now, but when they put you in that vehicle, you're gone. Your chances of surviving is literally 0 at that point. Which is like, dang, that's scary. Don't trust nobody. But yeah. Because my siblings are always talking about like, oh yeah, we're like, what if we go like backpacking? I'm like, no. Never going backpacking ever. Because you know how like vulnerable you are going to a random foreign country, just like, trusting that like you're gonna be okay. No, you do not trust nobody. Humanity is ruined. You can't trust no one. And like so many people who like go to foreign countries end up not coming back. Very much a pessimistic individual is what I am. Every time they bring something up, I'm always like associating with like situations of like, but you won't come back if you do that. And they're like, why? Why must you always bring that up? I'm like, it's reality. But yeah. So you do learn something from listening to all these like podcasts about crimes and whatnots. I feel like every time I do it, just chatting or just in general, we always go back into talking about like crime documentaries. This cannot be healthy, but I gotta talk to you guys about the things I learned, or things that we can learn together. So we're gonna go out for a bit while the bank is still open. I'll drop by again if I see you're still streaming. Have fun yapping around. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Bunny. Enjoy the rest of your day. But yeah, if I don't see you later on, have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Well, it's what you're interested in, right? So it makes sense. That is true. Sometimes I feel like I'm too invested. I guess that's the word for it. But it's just like I can't help it. I feel like a lot of people have like normal hobbies and whatever. You know, some are like, oh yeah, I really like watching, bad comedy movies and whatnot. And then I feel like mine is just straight up documentaries about crime. There's nothing else that I would rather watch, sadly. Speaking of cults, before I go out, there's a new cult here in our country where when their leader touches them, they go crazy saying that the spirits control them. Oh, it looks dumb. You have to, yeah, it's crazy how like, I feel like a lot of those ones are like they kind of plant like an individual in the crowd to be like, to be the crazy ones. Because isn't that with like those mega churches too? What are they called? The evangelical church? Oh my god, I can't speak. The evangelical, whatever the word is, churches, the really big ones, where like the one pastor who has the mic is on stage, and then he points at someone, he like basically is like, oh, who in the crowd has like cancer, and then people put up their hands, and he points out one random person, and that person goes onto the stage, and then he's like, I shall now cleanse you of your cancer, and he puts his hand on the person's head and he mumbles some stuff, and then the person goes limp, and it's like they wake up and it's like, I am now cancer free, the crazy stuff like that. Maybe those don't happen anymore. But then wasn't there a really big thing before? Where like these like pastures are like, oh, I'm gonna cleanse you of like your cancer. And then I think I remember watching one where this one pasture's like, I'm gonna cleanse the gay out of you. And that one, okay, I'm laughing now because I thought it was like a really, funny, dramatic kind of thing. But yeah, that one was interesting. Because he was sprouting all of these things, and then the dude's like, oh my god, I don't... What did he say? I think he said like, I don't like men anymore. I was laughing so hard. But yeah. Situations like that. Jesus, hello, how are you? Welcome. Astra's a student of the game. Being murdered. No. I don't know what you're talking about. Slander here. I'm not committed anything like that. Yeah, it's so scripted. I'm wondering why people still fall. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're just too deep into it at that point. But maybe because we didn't drink that, we didn't drink that Kool-Aid. So we're not in that boat. But yeah, it's crazy how some people fall for that. It's like, oh my god, they're like they're actually gonna save me. I'm like, no. Also, buy new, go fast. Yeah, go bunny, go. Yeah, the guys are quacks. Is it the one that goes, I don't like men anymore, I like women? I think so. I don't know. I just laughed really hard when I saw that clip. And why did I see that clip? I think it's because I was watching some like cult information thing on YouTube, and then that one clip popped up randomly. But yeah, it was very dramatic, and I was laughing really hard. But yeah. The way he starts spasming. Spamming the word women. It's like, yeah! It's just, okay, we get it. We kind of get it. Like, who are you trying to, like, convince? The audience or yourself? But yeah. Those are... Actually, when you go down the rabbit hole of, like, the mega churches, it's actually also really interesting about, like, how they're making religion into like a business. Like how much money like the leader of like these mega churches are making, so much money And it's also like it's under like religious like whatever. It's under like a different tax thing for like religion that they don't get taxed for all the money they receive, as in like donations. That all of these like leaders are living in multi-million-dollar homes, which they don't have to pay all these taxes for because technically the home is like owned by like the church, and like, you know, the church doesn't have to pay like taxes. And it's just crazy. And it's just like, how do people not see that, like, you know, that the person on top is like just like living their life while, you know, you as an individual in the church is forced to give like donations when you're literally living out of a cardboard box. Like, I don't understand. Like, a lot of that is very much of like, how can you not see how predatory it is? There's one megachurch pastor that genuinely looks like a demon and has an interview justifying why he bought the private jet. Yeah, with the church money. I don't know if it's the same dude, but yeah, he was just saying like, how am I supposed to give my sermons to like all these different like, you know, places in the States if I don't have a private jet? It's crazy how like he justifies it. And then one of the pastors gets like plastic surgery, and he's just like, you know, using like church money, and it's just like, I don't get it. People see what they want to see. That is true too. He said things like, but God made it so cheap for me, I had to buy it. I know. The things that like, you know, they say, it's like, oh yeah, no, God wants me to, you know, do this or whatever. I'm like, is it really God, or is it just like, you know, your you know, your inner self speaking? Nai, hello, welcome. How are you, Nai? How are you doing? Oh, Nai, I have a bone to pick with you. How dare you say that, you know, Santa only gives me coal? Just to let you know, I did not get anything from Santa because I did not believe in him. But you know, how dare you just assume? How I do? You know what you did. How dare you just assume that, you know, baby Astra was a, you know, a terror and only gets coal for Christmas. But yeah. That's all I had to say. Don't say hi. It gives me like, whoa, what do you mean? You don't want me to acknowledge your presence in chat? Wow, okay. I'll take that into consideration next time. Stop, hello, welcome. How are you? Is that is that Chinese on the ribbon? No, it's not. It's not real. It's not real Chinese. It's just like it's just scribbles. Not being persecuted for speaking the truth. No. You're not even good enough for coal. I value natural resources. What? Oh, I'm just saying. But yeah, no. I don't know if anyone else saw what was posted in the Discord. I think Kizaru was talking about how, like, you know, Santa actually has a zip code in Canada, and then I just kind of put it out there that yeah, you can actually write letters to Santa, and he does write back, but there's a clear cutoff for it though. So you have to basically send in your letter, I think before, I think they said before like the 17th or something. Like it has to be, no, I think it's before that. The second week or the first week of like December, there's a cutoff time for writing for Santa or something. Or else you won't get your letter before Christmas. I don't remember, but it's something like that. But yeah, and then Santa writes back to you. which is really cute. I think I only did that once, and it was because in elementary they force you to write a letter to Santa. So I did write a letter. But at that time, I already knew that Santa doesn't exist because my immigrant individual self was like, why do I want like a random dude to drop into my house to give me a present? You know, things aren't free. What does he want from me? Very like cynical as a child. But I think it's because my parents are like, yeah, no. You don't get anything for free in life, okay? That's not a thing. Cause a situation in the Astra Hono YouTube channel. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You know who did get presents from Santa? Wow, just rubbing it in. I see. Oh, Shineri. I don't think they also got any presents, okay? If they did, it's delusional, is what it is. He was a certified LARPer? No, I don't know what you're talking about. We just don't want... You know what? Maybe I should say that it's real. You guys don't know the difference. But I already exposed it, so never mind. Actually, I thought about it. Oh, about you, because one of my RL best friend is actually visiting China. What? Thought about what? Oh, I thought about you. Oh, is that what you associate? It's like every time someone just visits China, it's like, oh, yeah, and then my face pops into your head for 2 seconds, and you're just like, and then you go on your merry way. I was wondering about that character when I was drawing the text. Oh yeah, no, it's not real. It's just like a random one because like if you actually look at a real like talisman, they're very complex. It's really hard to draw on like a character sheet. So yeah, I'm just like just draw like a random thing. Make life easier. Have you ever been? I think not. I think you're actually LARPing China. You know what? It is true. I have never been. I have family somewhere else in Asia, but not in China. So I have never been there. And also because I don't I don't speak the main language. The main language in China, so it would be hard for me to go through most of China. I would probably be okay in southeast of China, because I think that's where I would be able to use my language skills or what I have of my language skills. But then majority of China, I would be lost. I would be just like any other tourist out there. Would make sense. Both Santa and Canada are pieces of fiction. Wow, so rude. Only Canada. Oh wait, only Canada can make Santa bureaucratic. Wait. Oh wait. Everything is moving too fast. Bureaucratic. Hello. What? How rude. Astra never had to worry about Santa going into her house because he wasn't gonna give her anything anyway. Wow, no. In all honesty, as a kid, I never understood it because it's like, I kind of figured like I kind of knew he wasn't real. But then you have all the other kids are like, oh my god, I can't wait for Santa to like, give me a present, blah blah blah. And then my little, Asian self is like, why do you want a freak coming into your house? Wearing shoes, stomping around your house, giving you a present randomly. I don't know. Especially a stranger in your house. It seems kind of sketchy. Never understood it. And it's so funny because it's like, as a kid, you want to fit in with everyone, right? So all the other kids is like, oh my god, Asher, are you excited for Santa to come and visit you? And then little me is like, oh yeah, totally. Like, I can't wait for Santa to go down my non-existent chimney and, you know, put a present under my Christmas tree that I do have, but, you know, it's just for decorations. You know, totally can't wait for it. Like, yeah. Little Asher was just like, you guys are stupid. Okay, I didn't say stupid, but I'm like, you guys are like weird. Like, how can you believe in this? You know? But yeah, little Astra had to try real hard around Christmas time to try to fit in with everyone else who still believed in Santa. Asher, you even LARPA while being a law-abiding citizen? I am. I haven't never been arrested. You're the only Chinese thing in my life. That is true, I guess. I guess it's better, like, you know. Wait, does that mean if you eat Chinese food, you would automatically think about me too? That's like, I don't know if I want to be associated with, like, Chinese food. Yeah, I'm gonna think of you. Oh, can I be so honest? What, Nai? What honesty are you trying to say now? Hong Kong? Maybe. Maybe. They could be, they could be somewhere else in Asia. I think he only went for one reason. Do I really want to know the reason why? I can't wait for the China stream. I don't think that will ever happen, in all honesty. I feel like my language skills isn't like I'm losing it because I don't really speak it as often. I don't know how long I can keep that the conversation going if I did a whole stream. It would be different if I had someone else to like talk to. But by myself, I'll be like, you know, pulling at like trying to find every single word I know to actually have a conversation with myself. The struggles. Yeah, it didn't look like any Chinese I've seen, but I don't speak the language. My sister-in-law, is Chinese though, so I I could have asked her. Yeah, I feel like if you asked her, your sister-in-law would be like, no, it's nothing. It's not a real word. But even if it is, it might be like really old Chinese too. Because really old Chinese is really hard to like read. Maybe. I don't know. I can't read it, so maybe it's just a me thing. If I ask my dad, he might be able to read it. Like old Chinese, but who knows. Oh, he's talking with someone from there for a while, I think. You know what? That's fine. As long as he understands that that individual is probably only talking to them to get a green card. Being for real with you, like, unless like you really know them, like you talk to them for a long time and get to know them like really well, like years, then maybe they're not, like maybe they'll grow on you and like they actually like you after the fact, but most likely when they first started talking to you is because they want a green card. It's a sad reality that, you know, that most likely they're only talking to you because they want to be American. And then when they get that green card, yeah, they're gonna leave you. That's the best part, is that if they just leave you. The worst part is that they're gonna take half of your assets. You know, if you have anything in your name, yeah, they're gonna take half of it. So I'm sorry, but yeah, you gotta be realistic here. Hono is probably gaslighting other kids over his head, not being real. No, as a kid, I understood that, you know, I can't be the Debbie Downer and be like, yeah, no, he's not real. Be realistic here. Astra being sarcastic about Santa as a kid, and the guy who hates everything. Of course, she has beef with Santa. No, I don't have beef with him. It's just that he's not real. Astra is like an anti-Santa. She takes things from kids. Oh, he's the strongest soldier. And it's basically Astra land in my mind. Yeah, it's just like me. If you touch down in China, that's all you see. I'm like the mascot in your brain for it. Astra's trying to stream, and they're gonna force her to praise the government. Congratulations, but yeah, I don't think I would be a really good advocate. Let's be honest. Asher's talisman is like when dudes get a tattoo of the in Japanese that says fried chicken. Have you ever seen the one where the someone talks about like the Chinese tattoos? Some of them are hilarious. Like I can't read them, but like based on what people say about it, it's just like dang. This is why you don't get foreign languages on your body unless you know what it says. Without using Google Translate. You know? Actually have someone that knows the language actually read it and tell you what it says. Because next thing you know, you're just gonna have the word foreigner on like your forearm. I think one of them that I saw, this one guy had the word like white guy. On his forearm, and I just thought that was hilarious. I'm like, well, you're not wrong because he was a white dude, so I guess. Astra is problematic. Astra is canceled. No, I'm just saying. Like it says small PV, I wouldn't be surprised. Because sometimes it's like, oh my god, this character looks so nice, and it could be like, it could mean like toilet for all you know. She's gonna take half of 0. Hey, you never know. Oh no. I don't know if I have the right outfit, but it's cute. Can I be honest? I want to delete Astra here. Well, why? Why? What happened? What did I do? I'm just being realistic here. I'm just telling you the truth. I would get like the ironic Japanese tattoo. If it was like really bad. Yeah. You should never get any like words, in all honesty, on your body unless you actually know what it says. Because it's like, why do you want like, yeah, foreign words on your body that you don't know? Yeah, I've seen some tattoos translated. They're pretty funny. Having rude foreigner would suck. Yeah, to have. Oh yeah, and it's like they don't even get little ones. They get like a full on like forearm or like a whole like leg tattoo. And it's just like, it's just in your face. It's just like everyone who reads is like, you sure are. I should read the message correctly. What? Oh, I wanted to defend Astra here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. You should know by now that I have trouble reading. You're getting offended? I know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said to not delete. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm always... See, Every time I read your messages, it's always like I'm ready for you to say something that I have to defend myself, okay? So you I you can't fault me for that. I'm sorry, but I do apologize for thinking so like lowly of you. Okay? Um she can't even process someone defending her. Reese defend us. uh, have you seen the English shirt in Asian in Asian stores? I assume the tattoos look like that to Chinese. Yeah, every time, especially when I go visit relatives in Asia, or even when I go to Japan, or the last time I went to Japan, I'm I always chuckle reading like the English like shirts and t-shirts and stuff, because some of them are hilarious because they make no sense, or they make sense but like I would never wear that as a shirt, you know? But it is what it is. As long as it's cute, I guess, at the end of the day. It makes sense, and it's better for her talisman to not actually say anything. Unless it says something that directly relates to something about her. It is better to be not actually anything, so it's simpler and more memorable. Yeah, there's that too, because it's like I was actually looking at like real life talismans that are actually used in like um religious rituals, and a lot of them are like, you know, about like um warding or ward what is it, something about like warding off evil and stuff, but they were really complex like lettering. I'm like, I don't want to subject anyone to that, and it'll be hard to put onto like a, you know, a sheet of paper. So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, just do something simple that looks like it would be a lettering, but not really. Good character. Yeah, that's good character design. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I don't want anything too complex, because it'll be hard for like people to draw and for me to draw. Okay, I was more thinking about me. It's like I cannot redraw this thing like 50 times, so let's keep it something simple. Sometimes I even simplify the talisman even more. I just make 2 forks and a line in between, you know? Instead of adding all like the circles and the extra lines. Just like 2 forks. Done. Oh, shirts and are really funny. Oftentimes they have shirts that straight up say t-shirt in katakana. Hey, but it works though. Also, having an evil warding a talisman would have deleted you. No, 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 no. I don't know what you're talking about. Ghostwire, Tokyo, since it's like a Japanese mythology first. Oh, you shoot magic, and I use talismans as traps and grenades, basically. Wow. Oh, to shoot. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like, especially if you're gonna be, if you're gonna be like putting it in like games and stuff, it has to be at least somewhat simpler. You know, if you have something way too complex, it's like, that's too much. And it's also like kind of a waste too, because then it's like not like they're gonna be like looking at it as often, like, or like in detail. So if you put so much effort into like something that's so like small, it's like a waste of like, you know, time. But yeah. Oh, I would get a shirt like that's in English or Japanese, but a shirt that says "Don't talk to me or I'll kill myself." Don't they have something like that? I feel like there is something like that, like the "Don't talk to me" one. Unless it's like, No, it's more of like I always see the one where it's like the cat giving the middle finger and it's in like the pocket section of your like shirt. Like you see the cat and then you pull the pocket down a little bit and he's giving the middle finger. I do remember seeing that a couple of times. But yeah, I feel like those would be shirts. But I don't know if you well, I guess you can just wear it as a normal shirt. Definitely can't wear that shirt to work. Even if your work is very like laid back. I feel like they would be offended about like the, you know, the KMS one. Speaking of JP translations, I recently came across a JP version of a meme in Spanish, and that it had me cry. Really? But does it still have the same meaning though? You know how sometimes when they start translating things, especially for memes, it kind of loses its meaning. So I wonder how like how accurate it is after being translated. Oh, today at uni I saw someone with a shirt of a low poly cat. And it just said see, like I feel like for school. No, I feel like even in university, they probably would be offended if you wear a shirt that, you know, has something very controversial. I think it also maybe. Like I probably for me, I wouldn't take offense to it because I'm just like whatever, it's your shirt. Whatever. Like it's not my problem. Like if I'm offended, like just don't look at it, I guess. But I feel like some people are very much of like, you know, why would you wear that shirt? You're offending everybody out there. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like whatever. As long as it doesn't like, you know, affect me in any ways, it's fine. Very much a non-confrontational person. I'm just like, oh, it's a song of the meme. Which translates to wait. Okay. They made the song in Japanese. That's dedication. Okay. The song has lyrics saying Uchisa. It's pretty faithful translation. Oh dang. Okay, okay. After we wear it, no, I would not. I'm very much of like I like wearing shirts that don't have anything on it. Very much a minimalistic individual. Most of the time. Sometimes I do have like one or two shirts that have like, you know, something on it, but it's just like the branding of the shirt. What shirt is it? I don't remember. But yeah, most of them are very much like a plain like t-shirt. Like yeah, black, white, grays. That's usually it. Oh, I do have a couple like Studio Ghibli ones that I have. But it's like not a lot. But most of them are very much like plain. Because I just wear those to work. Okay, in all honesty, I have so many like black and white t-shirts that like I kind of like try not to wear more than one like every week. Because then it seems like if I go in with the same shirt again, they'll think that I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. In reality, it's like a different shirt. But like I feel like every week it's just a interchanging of like the, you know, the same colors of shirts. But good thing is I wear a lab coat over it, so not a lot of people know what I'm wearing. But just in case someone pays more attention to what I'm wearing, they'll be like, did you wear that shirt yesterday? I'm like, no. It may be the same shirt, but I have 4 of them. So it's not the one I wore yesterday. Well, the video also has a T-Rex with sunglasses dancing. Very much a brain rot situation I see. Can I show you my pet? He's just a little guy that's is following me around. What kind of pet is he? Is he a cute pet? But I feel like if I ask you that, everybody thinks that their own pets are cute. So never mind. Oh, I used to know a guy that had a set a set rotation of shirts. You can tell what day it was. What he was wearing. Okay, I don't actually do that. But like, you know, every week I would have like a set color of clothes, but I would try not to wear it the same shirt on the same day, you know? Like Mondays will not always have the same shirt. But I always have like a good I have how many shirts do I have that I usually interchange for work? Like 10-ish? So then it's like some weeks are more different than others. But usually it's like the handful of clothes, usually. Um Oh, he's here? Wait, what? Hi? Wait. What is that? So would be a jellyfish? Or like a Mario mushroom with legs? What is that? Oh no! Oh, you're doing a whole. Oh, that's not me. That car isn't my car. If that's what you're trying to say, Nai. Not me. If you care enough about someone wearing what seems to be the same clothes, you have to get a hobby. Well, yeah, there's that too. But then it's just kind of like another self-conscious thing of myself because, you know, and it's hard too because like me for work, it's like I don't need to dress nice. Like I just need to dress presentable. So like, you know, a t-shirt, like a nice t-shirt and like jeans is good enough. But it's also, you know, I don't want to wear any of like my nice clothes either cuz, you know, I'm working with chemicals every day. So even if I like get my shirt dirty or like, you know, get something on it, I can just buy another shirt that looks exactly like it. And it's also like I don't have to think as hard in the morning to find an outfit. Literally just grab a random t-shirt and some like jeans and, you know, go to work. Which I think that's a good thing. Because I feel like if I had to work in like a actual like office building where I have to actually dress like business casual, it'll be harder. So yeah, I'm glad I don't have to like think too hard about my outfit. Oh, I get it. I've been wearing the same clothes to work for about a year now. Yeah, it's like it's just work, you know? I get it if you have to see like if you have to see people that are outside of work, like clients and stuff, if like your job has you doing that, you know, then that's a little bit different. But if you're seeing the same people every day or you're doing the same stuff every day, there's no like I don't need to, you know, dress like nice. I just have to dress decent. Oh, but yeah. Um, I guess not about noticing it. I mean that if you care enough to notice it, oh, if you care enough to notice it, it tells the person you're have way too much time. True. That is true. I don't pay attention to what people wear, in all honesty. I'm just always like, oh, okay. What shirt did I wear last week? I can't wear this shirt today because, yeah, just a self-conscious thing. Most likely, no one at work knows what I'm wearing, especially if they're like just basic plain tees. I feel like if it's more of like a graphic tee, then they'll probably notice it more often because, you know, it's more memorable. But if it's just like a plain old black t-shirt, they'll be like, whatever, it's a black t-shirt. Um, wait, can I actually show you a shirt? And if you would wear it, yeah, show it to me. Put it into Discord and I will. Will I wear this? Let me see. Okay, let me put this on. Um, Let me put this on stream so everyone can see it. Give me 1 second while I try to grab this shirt and I'll tell you my opinion on it. I can already tell you right when I saw it that no question about it. Um let me just get rid of these guys first. Oh, can I just add it on top? Download. Where did this even download to? Did I even download it? Give me a second. I thought I did. Where did I save this? Save image. Where did it get saved in? Okay, where... Let me shrink this a bit. Ooh. The shirt. Make it bigger. Give me 1 second. Okay, this shirt. Will I wear this? Right when I saw it, no. Why? Because there's a fish on it. You know, like, if there was a different picture, then maybe. Actually, no. Like, I don't think I would wear this at work at all. Like, I don't really wear anything with words on it. Like, I would wear this at home. Would I wear this out actually doing, like, you know, daily, like, errands? Probably not. But if I'm walking around the neighborhood, I'll wear it, you know? Skybreath, hello, hello. How are you, Skybreath? I high key like dressing like an anime character for the gym. Like I just rock black sweatpants and a shirt that looks similar because I can't be bothered to spend mental energy. Well, that's the thing though, because it's like you're going to the gym. You're already gonna be like gross and sweaty. So why wear anything like nice? Especially if you wear like black. I guess it's less noticeable for like sweat and stuff too. And like staining and stuff from sweat. So it's a little bit more like, you know, it makes more sense. It's a pair. Yeah, you know, some people wear it, not me though. The fish is half the appeal. I know, but that's the first thing I saw and yo. And then I already said no to it. What if we took away the English lettering? Yeah, no, I would not wear a shirt with like foreign like lettering on it in general. Like be it Chinese or like Japanese or Korean. I would not wear anything because it's like what you don't actually know what it says. Like it could say exactly what it means, but do I want to take a chance at that? You know? That's the other half. You're so basic. I know I am. I am very basic. I very much like, you know, the singular color clothes. I do really like a what is it? Like a forest green t-shirts. Forest green t-shirts are also very nice. I have a couple of those too. But very much dark colors. I would not wear anything like really bright too. Yeah. Like I don't own any like oranges or yellow shirts. 'Cause they're kind of weird. Very much dark tone colors. Like blues and greens. I don't even have purple. Yeah, dark reds. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, Probably not a good idea to wear at work. Yeah, probably not. But at the same time, it's like no one really pays attention. I'm always wearing like a lab coat. So the only time anyone would see it is if I go into like the lunchroom after the fact, or I'm walking out to my car, you know? But besides that, most of the time they probably won't see anything. Um, I'm doing good. Had a chilly day. How are you? I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, it's starting to get colder now. I think, you know, since summer is about to end. Which sucks. I'm not ready for winter, but, you know, it is what it is. But I'm doing good. You know, a okay week. Nothing crazy has happened. So that's a good thing. Um, where Shweta says I'm robbing a bank in Chinese. Yeah, I don't know, but what if it doesn't actually say that though? What if it's saying something else? You know? And not gonna lie, my work has a lot of people of color. It has a lot of Chinese and um Indian. I feel like that's a main, yeah, that's like a good portion of the people working at my lab. And then you have like smaller populations of like other people, but a main chunk of them is like Chinese. So I always hear people like talking. Do I understand them? No, because they're all speaking in Mandarin. But you know, they're there. Um, Astra, but she's wearing the white Nintendo nerd fit with the beige cargo shorts and the green Zelda tripod. You know what? If it's like a very low-key Triforce, I wouldn't mind wearing it. Like the small ones, you know how they have the small logos near like um the where is it? Like the upper part where like where the pocket would be. Like I wouldn't mind wearing that. It's very subtle. Like I'll wear subtle things like that, but I won't full out wear like a full-on like Triforce. On like the front. Like if it's on the back, that's fine because like I can probably hide it, like wearing like a, you know, a sweater or something over it. And usually if it's on the back, it's fine. If it's like a nice design, I don't mind it. But I usually don't like anything on the front of a shirt. Why does she say it all cute with sky breath? But when I say hi, she does. What do you mean? I say it normally. Do I say it differently? Maybe it's just the way your name is pronounced. I think it's because yours is a, you know, a one syllable like word, so it just seems different. You know? It's cause I'm an uninnocent. Asher, guess what? I'm messed up. What? No, I think it's just the syllables of your name. Cause I feel like say everybody's name the same. Do I not? That's not my fault. You're the one that started calling me. I know. It just works better. Wait, does does everyone else call you Nai? Nai? Or does I feel like does Bav call you by your full name? I don't know now. Now that I think about it, I feel like there is someone that calls you by your full name. It's just easier for me to just call you Nai. I associate you by that now. They all call me Nai because of you and Lily. No one ever calls me. Told me that before. Okay, no, okay, in all honesty, I feel like Lily before used to call you by your full name. I think it's because every time I used to talk to her, I just call you Nai, that she just like automatically started calling you that. Because I feel like in the beginning, she called you by your full name. Very, very professional and everything. And then every time I talk to her, it's just like, oh yeah, so and so. And then she's like, oh yeah. And then it just became like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you should know me by now that I literally condense everybody's name. Well, most people's names. Okay, it's not my fault that sometimes you guys have really long names. Or names that I cannot pronounce because, you know, obviously my English is not at par. Okay? I can't help it. Okay, well, now you have a nickname though. Think about it. Who else can say that, you know, they have a nickname? Is it English your main language? Crow, shh. Don't question it. Just making excuses. That is true. It is sad that English is literally my main language and I still struggle with it. I'm like not fluent in anything, sadly. Darn it. But it's actually really interesting too. Because it's like, I feel like sometimes when I speak, people just assume that like, maybe it's like the way I speak too. They kind of also assume that like, English is, I struggle with English. Like, English isn't my first language. And then I sadly have to point out, it's like, no, English is my first language. Sadly, I'm just horrible at it. Is what it is. She does not have a main language. English is her second. Is her second though. Astra, you will pay the price for your crime. No, what? It's not okay. It's not my fault. From what I remember, you said it was okay for me to call you Nai. Okay. From what I remember, I asked your consent for it, and you're like, yes, it's fine. I'm like, cool. And it just stuck, okay? I thought you were LARPing with F. What? What do you mean? She's writing fan fiction. As in fiction of her pets. It's getting translated on stream. No, but it's also because I think, what was it? I think it was last stream. Someone randomly popped in and said that, like, I sounded... What did they say? I think they said that I sounded like I was from the Philippines. It was like a one-off, like, comment. I didn't read it out loud, but I remember seeing it. I'm just like, wait, are you saying that my English isn't like, what are you trying to say? Um, yeah, I'm actually fine with it. Let me act like a Sindre. It's how I cope with socializing with people I like. No, I know that you were just joking about it, but I also find it like I I find it like really interesting how, you know, one of us starts just saying something and then they it just like kind of like rubs off on everyone else. Cause I'm pretty sure in the beginning Babs and Lily for sure called you by your full name. I don't think Nothing did, because I think Nothing was so used to me calling you Nai that when he started streaming, he just called you Nai too, I think. But I'm pretty sure I remember in the beginning Babs and Lily called you by your full name. She's pretending. I don't. Oh no, I think it is auto translating because I do see the Oh yeah, no, it does auto translate it. Okay, this whole time I thought you were typing it in English. That's why I'm so confused. There is like a little Google Translate button on the side. It just auto translates it. Oh my god. Wait, this is like miscommunication by YouTube itself. Oh my god, this whole time. I'm like so confused. I'm like, what do you mean I can't read this? You're clearly typing it in English. Obviously, you're not typing it in English, but Google is helping me translate it. Oh my god, I was so lost this whole time. See, Google is translating all of this for me. I don't know if it's actually like translating it on the chat itself. But yeah, like I'm like reading all of this. I'm like so confused. Like, what do you mean I can't read this? You belong in jail. So rude, so rude. I know, Astra. Okay, you're going a little. Your ego's a little bit like up there right now, Nai. All right, you gotta relax there. I don't want you rubbing you. No, you. Okay, if you put it that way, it sounds gross. That's not what I meant. Okay, you think I want to actually do that? No. It's a figure of speech, okay? Please don't take it literally, because just getting the image of that, I'm like disgusted. Oh. Even my cat can't read this, but you still can. Google is helping me. Google is like being my translator because, you know, it's pitying me is what it is. Funniest crap I ever seen today. What? Me have this miscommunication all around. Actually, gonna get me sick with the or something. Don't worry, you're far enough away that, you know, it won't go that far. Just if you ever step into Canada, you might get it. You gotta be careful. Gotta make sure you're vaccinated. You know what's actually weird? I actually barely noticed that feature myself today because it's not available normally to normal viewers, right? Oh, is it? I don't know. I never really thought about it. And I never really paid attention to it. So I wasn't really sure. I just kind of assumed that, you know, Google's just like, I'll do you a solid and, you know, hope you translate all of this for you. Oh, I was in Mim's chat. I was a mod. And it was auto-translated. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. That's actually really convenient though. Because then you don't have to like copy and paste it. But then it's like you have to you also have to know that that's a thing. Because if you don't know it's a thing, you'll be like, what's going on? Why is this person writing this? But it's nice to know. Like now I know that it's a thing. And all this time, every time I saw that little translation button, I just thought that, you know, it was just having troubles like putting in like a character of some sort. In all honesty. Like every time I saw it, I thought, you know, you were trying to put in like a character, like a emote of some sort, and it just doesn't load or something. Never really thought about it. Astra wants me to be injected with a 5G connection. Hey, but maybe if you do, you can maybe contact individuals in space. Isn't that what some people think? Oh no, people are thinking that 5G is the government trying to control you, right? Is that what people think? I don't remember what, like, you know, conspiracy people think about 5G. Isn't that what they think about how, like, some, like, COVID was being spread by 5G? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I checked your stream on my computer and it's not translated. Oh, okay. Only if you're the streamer or the mod. Ah, makes sense. See, now I know what you're trying to say. Now I refuse to read it. Oh, that was in French? Oh, that is in French. Okay, if I hover over it, I can see what language it is. Well, I can see like it in its original language. Oh, dang. All right. It's funny because every time I see it, I just assume that you were trying to put it in like Chinese, you know? But dang, okay. Nah, what are you trying to say? What about 5G? Where are you storing that? You're trying to turn me into a mobile hotspot? No, 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 no. That's interesting. That's nice to know about the translation. Wait, what are you all? Oh. See, I also wonder, you know how it's like when it translates it like that, right? You know how sometimes there's certain words that YouTube picks up? Like I know in English it picks it up and it kind of flags it. I wonder if it does the same with different languages. Don't try it though. Please don't try it. I don't want like my chat to like, you know, all of a sudden disappear. But you know how good is it with like a different language? Should I tell me? Wait. Astra, I'm only wow, it translates the insert the it's making sure that you get the right person, okay? Apparently you just can't put down Mao without his full name. His full legal name. Even Google doesn't want to offend him. It probably does. I kind of feel like it does too. I wonder, like, you know, if it would be based on like region situation. As a member, I know he's secretly part of the party. I feel like Nai, let's be honest. Are you sure it was your friend who's going to China? Are you sure it's not you? Are you actually, is it actually not you going to China? What are you trying to say here? Shimmer propaganda? Probably. Well, probably, yeah, it probably is. But at the same time, I highly doubt there's anyone else with that name. you know? So maybe they're just trying to, you know, do you a solid and be like, yeah, you probably mean that. Oh, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How do I pronounce your name? Zink? That's probably the wrong way to pronounce it, but hello, hello. Sorry I'm butchering your name. And Ayumi, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? VTuber? Yes, I am. I am a VTuber. Hello. Oh, wait. Unless you're not talking about me and we're talking about someone else. Um, why would I go to China? I have... Well, I don't know. I don't know this guy. I was just saying. Hey, who knows? Just pronounce it with each letter. So, oh, so it's zinc. Ah, okay. Hopefully I'll remember that. I have a hard time remembering things. So I will hopefully remember it next time. Oh, it ain't. Oh, it ain't zinc. Oh, it's not? Oh, so it ain't. Oh, so it ain't zinc. Sorry. Sorry, my bad. And it's like X, Y. Oh, okay. X, Y, E, and Z, and C. Oh, okay. No, I get it now. Okay, that's even gonna be harder to remember than just... Okay, I'll try though. Astra, did you know I met my girlfriend in... Oh, let's say chat. And you introduced me to Celeste, which means the only reason I met my girlfriend is because of you. That is like a crazy thing. In all honesty. Which is like... It's heartwarming that like I'm able to, you know, be a part of like a big milestone in your life, but it also blows my mind. And it's like that actually happened. You're invited to the wedding if there is one. Is all of Celestia invited? Is my +3? Do I get a +3? You know? I can't take all of the credit for that, you know? On your iPad on wheels? Yes! We can have a joint one. All of Celestia on one iPad. We can have a speech and everything. Do we get like a 5-minute speech? I feel like we will be an amazing like MC of that sort. No way, but what do you mean? Who's a little ember on your hat? Oh, it's Flareus. Don't mind him. He's just a spirit that kind of is part of me. Don't mind him. He's just there. He doesn't talk. He just stares blankly at you. Yes, all of you have been invited already. Yes, I'll let everyone know. I'll tell everybody tomorrow before the collab stream. I don't know if they got the memo, but I will, you know, let them know. Do not invite Astra? What do you mean? What do you mean don't invite Astra? Just to let you know, I have already been semi-kinda invited to another wedding. You know, virtually, maybe. So, what do you mean? I'm an amazing guest at a wedding. Don't worry, I will not I will not, pull out all of my party information that I tell you guys to use. I would be very, normal. Oh, I said before, we'll have a table with no chairs. Just for... We'll have a table with no chairs just for the iPad. Yes! We need to be there. We need to be, like, closer to the front, too, you know? Topic murder documentaries? No. I'll be subtle. I'll talk about other things. You know, don't worry. I can be normal. Wait, I forgot to... Oh, look. When I said this. Why doesn't it show? What are you trying to type, Nai? The no way, dude? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't know what you're trying to get it translated. Oh, they already know. You're like the last one to know. Sorry. Oh, I see how it is. You come in here and say like, oh, you're the one who like, introduced me to Celeste, which then I found my girlfriend, and I'm the last one to know this information? Wow. I see how it is. I see. I get it. I get the... See how it is. Fine. Fine. Not offended whatsoever. I see. Oh. You're like the one she rarely, if ever, shows up on. Oh, and sorry. No, that's fine. That's fine. I see how it is. Oh, YouTube is censoring my Chinese chat. Oh, is it? Maybe it's because after you put in the Mao. Maybe they're like, we're revoking your Chinese translation tactics. It's like, you can't use it no more. Still time to read. No, don't give them any ideas, Nai. Hush you. Closer to their front. Oh my god, Sony. Hey, it makes sense, okay? We need to at least be somewhat closer to the front so we can at least be able to hear and see everything, you know? I still love your steampunk outfit. That is a really... I do really like that outfit for the ending screen, the outro. In all honesty, I have changed my intro a couple of times, but I feel like the outro will never change. I really do like that art. How do you commit? No. But that was an interesting topic, is it not? I will not use that in a wedding situation, but it's it's something interesting to know. Yeah, no, you can't say that about that leader. Apparently, Google Translate doesn't want you to say that, apparently. Even though he is not with us anymore, you can't say that about him. Australian soldier is being centered. Oh, it allowed you to have that one though. The outro is too iconic. Yeah, I feel like even the intro now, I really do like the intro that I have, and it took me forever to make that. So in all honesty, I don't think the intro is ever gonna change either. Like, we might have one, like, we might interchange like the Christmas and like the Halloween one, I feel like that's gonna be forever the intro. Until I get like another like idea that I really want to do and draw. I haven't had any, which is surprising lately. Maybe it's because I've been like so tired and busy that I haven't actually sat down and like actually like make a new animation for intro. I was supposed to make one for Celestia. I just haven't had like the willpower to be able to make one. It has been floating in my head for a while. It's just having time to draw it all and color it and like animate it is gonna take forever. Teaching the way. No. I do not want to be a accomplice or like anything in between. So yeah, no. It takes a lot of time. It does, but in all honesty, I just haven't found like the motivation to. But Lily, hello. How are you, Lily? How are you doing? How's your Thursday going so far? Our current intro is plenty good already. It is. I do really like the intro we have right now. But definitely when I, you know, have more willpower, I do want to work on it though. It is something that's been floating in my head for like forever. Um Um. Inserts a name for bad comments. You're just testing out the Google translating, aren't you? Are you excited to gamble? I am. I am really excited for tomorrow's stream. Oh yeah, if anyone hasn't really seen the schedule, I am streaming. Well, okay, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but we will have a collab stream on the Celestia channel tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So it'll be fun if you guys have time tomorrow. Drop by and see us, you know, gamble together. In game, not real life gambling. You know, we are smart with our real life money. Is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Hopefully we don't lose it all in like the first 30 minutes. But who knows? Who knows? I think that would be a fun. I feel like it would be. It's like a nice stream to have us like yap away, but also have like a game in the background. Because in all honesty, I really do just like yapping streams with everyone. Because it's like it's just fun being able to talk with everyone on stream, in all honesty. Because we do chat off stream, but then it's just some of the things we talk about, or like the things we say, it's just kind of funny, and I wish that you guys get to experience it, you know? Being able to experience what we experience, some of the things we talk about. It's usually me saying the stupidest things, but you know, it's the usual. It's fine. Asians and gambling, naming a more iconic duo. I know. I'm trying to live up to my ancestors in some ways. Because I'm already failing in many other aspects of it. In honor of my favorite VTuber group, gambling, I will now go gamble all my— Don't do it! Don't do it in real life. And if you do, I am not responsible for your choices in life, okay? You at the same time, you should not be taking life advice from a anime girl on the internet. You should not take anyone's advice from the internet, actually. If we're gonna, you know, put it out there, don't take anyone's advice on the internet. If they say they're a doctor, they're most likely not a doctor on the internet. They're all lies. Okay? Oh. Can't wait for Astra to lose it in the roulette. Oh. Yeah. The Russian roulette is interesting. Every time, like, the last time I went into a casino, which was a really long time ago, is because I got like a free like $20 to play in it. I never understood a lot of like the table games, and they were also very intimidating to walk up to. So I just spent my $20 on like the slot machines. Did I know what was going on? No, I just pushed the button and shiny lights you know, do their things. I can only do slots. Yeah, me too. But it's also because I don't understand it. And I feel like the slot ones, they'll tell me right away if I won or lost. And I just button mash. So yeah. The only time I would go into a casino is whenever they give me like the free money to play to get you in the door first. And then that's what I do. And then afterwards, I make sure I at least make at least the $20 back. And then I go. And then I leave. You know? Because then I'll be $20 richer with money that I didn't have to begin with. Yes, and then give me a drink voucher. And I'm like, oh, I have never gotten a drink voucher. In all honesty, they only give me the 20 and then they, you know, let me loose in the casino. And then I just spend it and then I leave. I think I only did that like 4 times. And then I have never gone back to any of them. Wait, wait. And wait. Oh no, I said iconic duo of Astra and reading slow. I know! You guys just type way too fast. Okay? It's not my fault. Astra's gonna end up in Vegas soon. I don't know if I ever want to go to Las Vegas, in all honesty. Las Vegas seems like too overstimulating with too many people, too much lights and stuff. Too much for my small brain. Oh my god, why are you guys typing so fast? Give me a second, I'm like so far behind. Brokestra, yeah, this is why I don't go to casinos with my own money, because I would be broke. Wait, can you play Mahjong? I can play a simple Mahjong. I play it with my siblings here and there sometimes. But yeah, I can play the simple ones. I can't do any like crazy like combos. I'm always usually doing like the 3 sets and whatever. So yeah, very basic mahjong is what I know. Here, okay. Astra, one of the 10 Astra commandments is when you gamble, you can only lose. No. I don't know what kind of commandment that is. That was never me. I think you are delusional. Oh, I was just talking about regular roulette. I didn't, why did your mind go to Russian roulette? I don't know. I think it's just when I see roulette, it just automatically goes to Russian roulette. And I'm assuming that's different. I am assuming that is the one with the pistol and not just the normal roulette thing. I don't know. I think I'm just so used to seeing the word Russian roulette. Why? I don't know. I think it's in like yeah, why do I associate it with that now? I don't know. It just that's the first thing I think about. uh Only thing Astra goes to casino is for the buffet. Oh, not gonna lie, their buffets are really good though. But it's not worth it for me because I don't eat enough for it to justify the price of a buffet. Sadly. It's always nice when they do the seafood though. 'Cause that's like when you get like the king crab and everything. That's really good. Casino buffets are so fun. They are. I think I only went like maybe once. Once or twice. Because it's never worth it. The only time I went, I think it's because it was like a family dinner and then someone else paid for it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go. Read faster? I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that I can read. I can make sure I read all of your messages. I'm being considerate. Do you like playing Manka? Oh, is that the one with the the pieces in the little divots? I think I played it once or twice. I don't think I played it enough. And then the once or twice I played it, it was like a digital version, not a physical version of it. So, yeah. But it's also because my siblings don't really like playing board games. The only thing they like playing is Mahjong, which is hilarious because it's like, why? Out of everything, why do you guys like playing this? I played Mahjong once. I didn't really understand, to be honest. Yeah, it's really hard to, like, get in the beginning, but if you play it often enough, you kind of pick up, like, the basics of it. It's just sometimes for me, it's hard to remember the characters. Like for like the northeast, south, and west characters and whatnot. Or sometimes I forget them. And then I'm just like, I have a little cheat sheet. It's funny because every time I play it, I have like a little cheat sheet of like, oh, okay, this is how you make this kind of combo. Because I always forget. It's one of the no. I do not remember making any of these commandments, so I don't know what you're talking about. She's a deeply negative person. That's why she thought Russian roulette. And also thought it delete instead of defend. Okay. In all honesty, I have to make sure, because every time I chat with some of you guys are just very much, you know, slandering me. I gotta defend myself. I'm always in defense mode, okay? Not my problem. I feel like it's a you guys problem. Oh, digital Mecha is funny to me. I'm sorry. No, it's all good. It makes sense though. It's funny because that makes I don't have anyone to play with. And the only times I play, why did I play it online? I don't even remember why I played it online actually, a digital version of it. I don't even know the setting of it, why I played it. But yeah. I sure knows what up. Seafood and meat only. Yeah. You have to get your money's worth. So you always gotta get all like the expensive food. Especially the ones that you can't often eat by yourself at home. So you always get those ones. All the seafood, all the meat, all like the expensive like exotic fruit, if they have any. You always grab all of those. Okay. You don't grab no bacon or some sausages. No, no, no. You can get that anywhere. Second Amendment actually has a small cake. Yes. No, 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 no. I don't know what you're talking about. What is it? That's so stereotypical. Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, you end up getting any oh, did you end up getting any of those board games, Chester? No, I might actually. Oh, I'm thinking about maybe getting them before my camping trip, but I also have to talk to my siblings about it. Some of them, because some of them I feel like they might actually enjoy playing, but it's like I always forget. It's like every time I see them, I forget that like I should talk to them about that. But then I have like been like the last time I looked at them, I was like, yeah, this one would be pretty good for like camping and whatnot. Ooh, but I am camping after second week of September. So I won't be streaming on the 5th of September. So next Saturday. Because I will be out camping for the weekend. Oh my girl, she's so lonely. No, I'm just saying no one. My siblings are not into video games or any types of games in general. Alright? That's what it is. I didn't even think about the context of it. I just thought the digital version is funny because I used to have an actual board pieces. No, it's all good. It's just the reality of my family. My family doesn't like playing board games. I didn't mean it because you didn't have anyone to play all the time. No, no, no. I didn't take it offensively. I didn't take any offense to it. Don't worry. I didn't even think about that. I was just stating the facts that literally that's why. I don't even know why I was playing it online, in all honesty. So it's all good. Even I don't remember why. But yeah, no. Don't worry about it. I was not offended whatsoever. I didn't even think about it as that. Oh, so you hate us? What? I didn't say that. I feel like you are putting words in my mouth now. I have never used such a negative word. Okay. I may have said I dislike you at some point because of something you said, but it's never a straight on hate. Okay? In the moment, I might have disliked you for like 5 minutes and then I forgot why. But it's never anything like that, okay? You don't want to see us, huh? No! I'm giving you guys freedom on Saturday. I'm making sure that you have a little bit of freedom before you have to come back and, you know, listen to me yap about random things. Okay? That's what it is. Sometimes you just need some freedom. No problem. Have fun camping. Yeah. Don't worry. This year we toned it. Well, I toned it down a bit. Last year I did like what, 3 camping trips within the summer. Now this year it's only 1. See? Compromise. Oh, so you want to delete us? I have never said to delete anybody, okay? I feel like you guys are slandering me now with these very negative comments that I have never said. You basically said you might as you basically said that you might. No, no, no. I did not. Astra has never disliked me genuinely. She even said I was so memorable earlier. Okay. Yes. And then, see, This is why I never say these things, because sometimes you guys take it, it makes your egos too big. I gotta make sure that your egos aren't too big here, okay? We don't need that here. We don't need that big energy. She said go touch some grass. No, I'm just saying enjoy the summer. Like the ending of summer, of whatever you have left of it. For, for one weekend. Asha's like... I have to make a nickname for that. I never said that. But I feel like that is like what you remember. I don't remember it being like that. I feel like we are both remembering it at two different stages. You know? Well, we love your yapping, queen of yapping of am I though? I feel like we're all pretty much on the same level though. I feel like everyone in Celestia is a yapper. I feel like I'm just the most unhinged one. I'm like the wild card, sadly, of Celestia. That we have to, when we're all together, you guys have to make sure that I don't go off topic and be, you know, not PR friendly. You know? I feel like you guys are misremembering things. I don't remember saying half of these things now that some of you guys are saying. It's part of Asher's final commandment, go touch grass. If we're being fair, you yapped so much that you probably have, had every possible have I? It's kind of the monkey with the typewriter situation. You would probably, properly size, thank you very much. Is it though? Is it? Is it really? Summer's already over, what do you mean? No. We still have a little bit. You know, if the trees are still green, then summer is still here. Okay? If the trees are starting to yellow and, you know, change color, then yeah, no, summer's gone. But I'm pretty sure it's still green. If it's still green for me, it's pretty much green for everyone else. Let's be honest here. Canada will be the first one to tell you when winter is coming, because it'll be here literally tomorrow. Just telling the second commandment I mentioned, denying reality. I got no. Can't be me. I got a new student ID because I transferred. Not only do I look younger and happier than the past uni, but also younger and you know what? It could be also because you are happier too, compared to the last time you took a picture. Maybe it's just right now you are just more positive. You know, positivity does make people younger. And being more, yeah, positive in life. It could be that too. It could be just the way, your lifestyle. Maybe you're a healthier lifestyle, so you look younger. Asher's train of thought is constantly in free roam. When it is. In all honesty, I feel like I jump from like so many different topics in a yapping stream that it's like, what did we even talk about like 2 minutes ago? Don't remember. And then proceeds to talk about something that has nothing to do with the topic that we were halfway talking about, you know? Very much like anything goes, free for all. We can have like 4 different topics in one stream that have no relations to each other. Um, you may try to create doubt, but that's because you're trying to. You need new glasses. The trees ain't green. No, no, the trees in my neighborhood are. I don't know what trees you're looking at, but my trees are still green. Okay. Oh, oh my god, why is it so late? Wait. Have we been talking for this long already? It doesn't feel like it. Have we been talking for 3 hours? How did it become 3 hours already? Wait. But there's so much more to just yap about. I'm not done yapping. Time don't lie. I know, it's so quick. I didn't even think... Like, it doesn't feel like it's been 3 hours. Dang. Okay. I should probably end it here because I will... You will be seeing me more tomorrow. For someone with no legs or noses, but besides the point, you sure jump between topics a lot. It's just my brain. In all honesty, sometimes I wonder if I am like... If I do have like ADHD. I don't think I do though. I feel like I can like focus on things pretty decently in like everyday life. It's just when I'm talking about things, I just jump from a lot of things. But you know, sometimes I wonder. Am I like a late diagnosis of like someone with ADHD? Who knows? Will I ever actually get tested? No. It's fine. I have been living my life has been okay. So let's not complicate it anymore. This is how we find out she's colorblind. I'm pretty sure I'm not though. That would be a crazy thing to figure out that you're colorblind on stream. Oh, I think my new glasses help. They are bigger. Yeah, I feel like when you have glasses too, I think, yeah, it depends on what style of glasses. Because if you have really old school glasses, it might make you look older. But if you have like more of like the bigger, rounder ones, it might make you look younger. Because it kind of like breaks up like your facial features or something, or however it works. Keep yapping. No, I will go. I'm just catching up with, you know, a chat. It's just that I'm really slow with chat, so then it ends up being yapping. More yapping. She has 1 pixel. No, it isn't more than 1 pixel. It's a defined line with shading and everything. Okay. I sure cannot smell what the rock is cooking. She breathed through her mouth. No, I am not a mouth breather. Okay, let's not put that, like, you know, into stone. I am not a mouth breather. Thank you very much. What color is this apple? It is red. Don't try to gaslight me and tell me it's like blue or something. Okay, it is a red apple. Oh, ADHD is often misdiagnosed in women. So it's possible. Yeah, I heard that like women, it's harder to diagnose it because we have a different coping mechanism than men with ADHD. I think they say that women are better at hiding it or be able to like manage it so that it doesn't actually show. Which is kind of crazy when I think about it. I'm just like, does that mean I have it? But then I also feel like nowadays, I feel like everybody is saying that they have some type of like ADHD or, you know, attention disorder of some sort. Not disorder, but you know what I mean. You know? It's an apple? No, no, no. Don't try to gaslight me. Mouth breathing has been added to the lore tablet. No, 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 no. That lore tablet is not real. I feel like this is slander from the enemy. The what are they called? You know how it's like, I guess it's like the competing religion where they put like false information just to slander the other religion. You know? You know what they say, women be hiding? She says the apple is red with a straight face too. It is! Don't try to gaslight me. I know my colors. I know the color of my hair. You can't tell me my hair ain't red. It's not slander. If anything, it would be, a bit... But that would only be if it's false. Unfortunately, a lot of medical studies were done on exclusively men, so we don't know how lots of things affect women differently. Yeah, that's what I heard too, because I think I was talking to one of my like guy friends, because apparently he just got tested a couple years ago, and yeah, he apparently has like a form of ADHD. It's like not like too severe is what he said. He told me. And then he went down like a whole rabbit hole of researching. And then he's like, yeah, he was telling me how like it's different for females. I'm like, oh, okay. But then at the same time, I feel like he's trying to gaslight everybody we know that like everybody has it. You know? I feel like he's just like reading too much into it. And every time he like talks to one of us, is like, he's always like, yeah, I think you have like a form of ADHD. I'm like, I feel like you're just like projecting it on everybody, you know? Should we tell her what? It's blue here, by the way. Are you telling me my hair is blue and my dress is red this whole time? What she's on about the color. In all honesty, it's kind of... Yeah, no. I don't know if I want to take the color. You know how they do the color test where it's like the numbers and the colors with the dots? I feel like sometimes some of those ones are like a trick question. Because there's no way someone can see some of these. Because some of them are like very much like the same shade of the same color. And it's like, I don't see how anyone can see it. I feel like those are trick questions. Astra knows when someone is projecting because she invented it. No, no, no. Oh my god, go to sleep. You're colorblind. Okay, okay, I will go. Okay. I will stop yapping. Let me drink some water. I always forget to drink water, in all honesty. I'm busy talking to you guys. I'm like, oh yeah, I have water on the side. Huh. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you for dropping by, Lily. I really do appreciate it. Okay, I shall release you guys. Be free, go to bed. You know, be well rested for tomorrow for school, work, or your day off, whatever you're doing tomorrow. See, I can't look at chat while I'm trying to say goodbye, because then you guys say things that I want to read them and respond to them. It's not a me problem, it's a you problem. Oh my god, just go. I'm trying, but it's like numbers, things. I'm like, and then I get sidetracked. And it's like, what was I saying? Oh yes. Okay, yeah. Have a wonderful good night, everyone. If you guys are free tomorrow around 3 o'clock on the Celestia channel, there'll be a collab. So, you know, if you're free, go over there, chat with us. watch us, you know, gamble away all our money. Hopefully we'll win most of it back. But who knows? Reading other messages all out. Shh. So it's okay. I don't know. I don't think I do have it. I feel like I'm just a people pleaser and I just want to read all your messages. Oh yeah, the waiting room is up too on the Celestia channel. I will also, before the stream happens, I'll post in the Discord and in the community tab on YouTube about it. So yes, there's that too. Is there anything else I want to say? Nope, I think that's it. All right, I shall go now. I will not look at chat anymore because, you know, the more I look at it, the more I want to read it and respond. And I feel like by that time we'll never leave. Are you sure? I am sure. Okay, goodbye everyone. Goodbye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Goodbye, goodbye. See you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see people who have membership in the membership stream on the weekend, on Saturday. All right, goodbye everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Bye, 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 bye. Okay, you have to. Why do you gotta put me on the spot? I will read this message because I am grateful for all of you guys. I am going now. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful good night.